welcome back to Nintagious. I'm addicted to this game, by the way. If you hadn't figured that out already, mushrooms are outright empty. That's how aggressively they're harvesting mushrooms now. I played a little bit of this off stream, and that was mostly just to reconstruct the pumpkin patch and the cereal field. I tried one thing, as you can tell by the fact that there's a more advanced bot just sitting here idle. I tried to set him up to... I made this elaborate structure of code that was basically like, check to see if pumpkins are full. If pumpkins aren't full, then harvest some pumpkins. Then check to see if raw pumpkin is full. If that's not full, harvest some pumpkins. Check to see if seeds are full. If that's not full, harvest some pumpkins. And then after all of that occurs, if your hands are empty, go get a new scythe, etc., etc., etc. And it didn't work. There was some sort of hitch, and it didn't work as it was working. But whenever the scythe broke, he wasn't figuring out that he was supposed to go get a new scythe. So I took him back out, and I just put in 3 different bots, checking each storage. And when which you can see now that pumpkins aren't moving at the moment, so it's working. None of them are cutting. Cereal is full too, and they're also not cutting anything down. So this is it's working all according to plan. So yeah, there's just 1 bot each for each storage with a scythe, and just checking to see if it's empty. Then they start harvesting pumpkins, and then everything else is just kind of set to go as per usual. I think the only other one is like the guy with the hammer is checking if this is full, then he'll smash pumpkins. But it's if it is full, or if it isn't full, then he won't do it, because then we have to also. Just come to think of it, hold on. Yeah, and the guy storing pumpkins is also not bothering to pick them up if it's already full. I'm also noticing that these count as full when they're like 95–90% full. Not necessarily 100% full. Not sure how I feel about that. But anyway, I did all of that, and then I also got the research done for pottery. So I think that's our plan tonight, is we're going to start working on pottery and see where that takes us. Let's see if we have one of these. That's exactly what I was looking for. Boom. Pin that shit. And the pottery is going to lead into more advanced cooking eventually. More or less. Oh, so can you not find carrots and coconuts, like... This implies that you need plant breeding. You must not be able to find those in the wild. Okay, that's fine. That'll be another step to take, I think. Alright, so we're gonna start with the crude clay station. If only you could just build a clay station 5 and just not have to worry about supply issues. Anyway, square frame. Panel? What the fuck do I make? How do I make those? Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Back it up. Oh, hell. I have to make this first. Structural workbench. Oh my god. Okay, my bad. Okay, so we're not jumping right into that. We have to do this first. Uh-oh. That's a little problematic. I might pause the episode and wait for this to be done. Let's see. So we need structural parts, right? Because I'm worried... Am I going to need one of these other earlier ones, too? Not only is it going to take a while to put all of this research in, but it might wind up being that there's something else we were supposed to do first as well. Let's see if we can make this work. Apparently I should have taken a look at this before I even started tonight. Alright, let's go ahead and put in what we do have. Put in 2 stones and 2 poles. While they start on research. So that's done. Let's also... We're gonna make another cooking pot. And we're gonna upgrade that right away into the newer one and start figuring out everything that has to be figured out there. And if we need to, I'll just pause the episode and I'll wait for the research to be done and then we'll come back. Upgrade that. Clay, sticks, and torches. Okay. So we need 4 straw. 4. Wrong one. Over here. I'm dumb. Over there. 2, 3, 4. Need a stick. Craft that. Grab you. I don't feel particularly compelled to set up light sources around here. Maybe I should, but it doesn't seem to matter at the moment. It would just be like an aesthetic thing. Which, don't get me wrong, that can be important, but I think I'm a little bit more worried about like being able to build walls and stuff. Like right now it's just we have a bunch of facilities just sitting in a seemingly random order. Okay, we're also gonna have to harvest clay, so how do we go about doing that? Let's look into that really quick. I'm guessing that's gonna be the same as harvesting stone. Yep. That should be easy enough to set up. All right, let's let me see. So first of all, we're going to want to make storage for the clay, and I think we're just gonna sit it down here. I think putting it way out there is probably pretty dumb. On that note, I think this is where our clay station is gonna be. So we're gonna move you down here as well. All right, 4 planks, 4 poles. It's gonna take a second, but that's okay. 2, 3, 4. And come to think of it, I guess I could set up a bot to have him start harvesting clay in the meantime. And then get a new bot built, and then... Okay, so... You. And then you're just gonna... Didn't I thought I hit record. Apparently I didn't. Okay, so you're just gonna mine... Do you mine clay? I don't know if that's the best way of putting it. Holy shit, this takes forever. And then you're going to repeat that until your hands are empty. And I'm gonna give you this, and then you're gonna go grab another spade. And then repeat forever. You're good to go. And now we're going to, you guessed it, clay team. Boop. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. We'll figure it out sooner or later. Oh, wait. I should narrow that field, even though I don't think it particularly matters. I don't know if, does that affect their search speed? Maybe it does. Like, maybe you don't want you really don't want them to have, like, a smaller area. That's less area to search, right? I would assume. Maybe I'm overthinking that, or maybe it's right on. Four. Now I'm just gonna do this myself. The time it's gonna take me to automate one bot to help with this, like, he's gonna be slow at it. If I had other things to do, it would make sense to just automate this. But I kind of don't at the moment. I would just be sitting here watching him do it. Which I guess there's a certain amount of satisfaction in that too, but, you know. I think there's also a certain amount of satisfaction in just doing it yourself. I hope you can store clay in these. I maybe should have checked that first. I'm sure we can find another purpose for them if it winds up not working. Cool, you can. Okay. But first, we're going to take 4 pieces of clay and we're going to bring them up here. Craft the shit out of that. It's beautiful. We did a thing. You love to see it. I got an apron. Finish that. And a cooking commemorative slab. That's the really exciting thing, I think. Alright, let's go grab you. And guess what? Your sole purpose is to just... I did not press record again. Your sole purpose is to come down here, grab some clay, store some clay. Easy, right? Maybe doesn't sound super exciting, but you know, not every job is. Okay, so the clay farm is going. Pog. Alright, now what can this do? So we can still make the basic stuff. Oh, it needs fuel? Oh, no. It's just a log, right? So I guess I'm gonna need a bot just fueling this. Alright, and we need clay pots for all of these, and we also need fresh water. So I'm also gonna have to have somebody harvesting water. Okay, well, first things first, let's grab a log. I'm just gonna... Cool. Easy peasy. I wonder how... Will I be able to set him to, like, if not fueled? You know what I mean? You don't want him to just indefinitely be bringing logs over. One step at a time, I guess. Okay, let's bring this back up. I know I'm following multiple ideas here at once, which is maybe terrible. Crude bucket. Okay. Are those also gonna break? I don't think I have crude buckets yet. No. They're at... No, you don't understand? There they are. Okay, those are just planks. What am I gonna need the watering can for? Alright, well, one step at a time. I made a grave error, and now we're just kind of trying to recover from that. Alright, I would assume that these would also break. Oh, it tells you hover over it. Okay. I was gonna say, how do I know what's freshwater and what's seawater? Like, at a glance. Ah, seawater has a tide. Ah, I get you. So visually, that's the difference. But you can also just hover over it and be like, hey, look. But that's all swamp. That sucks ass. So the water is really far away. That's unfortunate. I mean, we have seawater right here, but that's not what we need. We need somebody to tend to recharging this guy. I'm just gonna do that myself for now. No, let's go ahead and set one up to cover this, and he'll also cover, like, the pottery section. Which means we now need a battery, which means we need crude gears. Okay, it's fine. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. In a perfect world, they'll basically be done with this by the time they're like halfway there. Okay, battery. Stick it in you. Power you up. Record. I already recharged it myself because I'm an idiot. God damn it. I don't know. I get him to follow me down here so that he can start creating another bot already. It won't take that long before they start running out of battery again. That should be fine. Just gotta remember to tend to it later. Okay, so this... Never mind, he got recharged. Good work. Okay, so we have the bucket. How do we store water? That's my next question. Can I... God, I wish it told you somewhere... I would assume barrels. I wish it told you somewhere what these things stored. Well, looking at the upgrade options, I think we can just assume that it's gonna be a barrel, so... Where do we want to put the barrel, is now the question. I mean, we're gonna have to put it, like, back here, which I'm not thrilled about. This swamp just causes a problem, and we don't have any other fresh water. Like, anywhere close by, so we're just gonna have to make this work, I guess. We could put it up here, but that seems terribly impractical. Yeah, I guess we'll just put it here? It's so far out of the way, but, like, I don't think there's anything I can really do about that. I mean, part of me thinks that I should have it down here, but then the people harvesting the water are gonna have to travel really far. But maybe that's just how we should handle it. Because I think having it down here is kind of just smarter. This, I think we're going to want to automate. What else do I really need to be working on in the meantime, though? I think we're going to automate somebody to handle the planks. Just grab, like, 2 planks at a time. And just repeat that forever. Meanwhile, I'll grab the poles. 4. 4. Okay. Okay, now we can just wait for him to be done. By the way, in the last episode, I had... Was that the last episode? When I had the issue of... these two, the mushrooms and the apples weren't working correctly, I realized it was a very simple reason, and that's because you have to put 4 of them in, and I was telling them to pick up 4 of them. Robots can only carry 3 things at a time. I forgot about that little detail. So that has been fixed. I did that off stream. And everything's fine now. Those guys are all covered, right? That should be fine. Welcome to the recharge team. So that's... Oh. I forgot that I had that one extended like that. That's fine, I guess. There's no harm in having overlap, I don't think. Okay. And that fuel is only being used when it's in use, which is kind of what I figured. Inevitably, this is probably going to be stewed berries, so let's go ahead and queue that up. We might need the bigger bots for this, because that's a lot of ingredients. We'll see. Oh, how the barrel's doing. Oh, he already finished one of them. Good work, buddy. 2, 3, 4. 4. We make a great team. 2, 4. 2, 3, 5. I'm noticing... You might be like, why did you say 5? Because I had to click it a 5th time. Sometimes if you and a bot, like, interact with something at the same time, or presumably, if 2 bots try to interact with something at the same time, they seem to just cancel each other out, which is kind of a bummer. What can you do? I'm gonna keep a close eye on him, and once he gets the 8 in, we're probably the 8th one in, we're probably gonna stop him. Go ahead and come over here until you are needed again. Which will not be long, because I'm probably going to immediately say, hey, do you want to harvest some water? Harvest some water? That seems like a weird way of putting it, but whatever. Okay, let's see. I guess we're gonna want to put this here and make it like an official part of this whole production line. Because we're probably gonna have to make a robot to do those as well. So we might as well do that first, I guess. So your job I wonder if it's more expensive to say, like, as far as, like, memory goes. If it's more expensive to say, individually, take 2 planks. Except, you know, actually take it instead of Don't mind me. Take 2 planks, or to take 1 plank and then add a repeat twice. And then you're gonna repeat until this is full, and then you're gonna repeat forever. Okay, so that they have 12 KB baseline. That uses 10 KB. So if we say, first of all, we don't need these either, do we? Because they're already there. They don't have to move twice. That's another little optimization thing that I could probably be doing. So that frees up 2 more slots. And then if we say... So he has 4 KB free. If we say repeat twice... Okay, it's the same. It doesn't matter. It's slightly more complicated and doesn't really make a difference. Okay, you're good to go. Number 70, so you're going to be on the tools team. And your whole job is to... I don't know where he is. Oh, because it's already bucket sitting there. Never mind. I'm underthinking things. Alright, you. I'm gonna grab the bucket. Record. You're gonna move back here. Not drop, because I'm an idiot. And you're also not gonna pick it up, because I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. What are you doing? Don't shovel soil. Can you do that? I guess you can do that. Find nearest freshwater, and then you're gonna bring it down here and store it. And then repeat until hands are empty. Oh, he's back there. I'm gonna give you the bucket, and we're gonna go grab another one. And then we're gonna repeat. I'm gonna assume they can't go out into the swamp. I wonder if I could build, like, a dock. Eventually, like, maybe move these around and put a dock in here for some easier access. That would be nice, but for now, this is good enough. Okay, that is now your job. You are now on... I guess you're on the cooking team? Would we want to count that as cooking team? Yeah, sure. Okay. We're harvesting some water. One more task down. This guy ran out of battery in an area where nobody could find him. You hate to see it. I think this guy is also... Nope, he's getting recharged right now. Ignore me. Go about your business. You got this. Proud of you, etc. Let's drop that bucket there, because I don't need that. I always tend to forget to do that after... Really, what I should start doing is hitting record, picking up the tool, then go harvesting the thing, and then I can just reorder everything in the script after that. Would be, like, a slightly smarter way of doing things. Ooh, did we finish our research? You love to see it? We sure as hell did. So we can make panels, square frames, fixing pegs, and a structural workbench. Unlocked a new level of research. Cool, because I don't already have way too many things that are going on. And that didn't give me a new academy thing. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna need to make... No, we're not gonna need to make one of these because you need fixing pegs to make those. Ah, you make those with chopping blocks. Son of a bitch. There's so many moving parts at any given time. Where do we want to put this? I have no idea, dude. Just put it over here for now until I know more of what I'm gonna want to do with that. I'm gonna grab an axe. And grab a log. Okay, we just need a pole for those. We're not even gonna automate that yet, because I don't know how important it's gonna be. Oh, that makes 2 of them? Nice. That's handy. Alright, and we have to also make a structural workbench. What is this thing below it? What does that mean? I'm just gonna, like, put it there, I guess. Move you up a little bit, move you up a little bit, and we're gonna move you down a little bit, I guess. Or over here. That works, too. Okay, so I have to let's get this crafted. So I do have to kind of still watch for people running out of battery. Because now I have to watch for the rechargers running out of battery like this guy just did. He's obviously not going to recharge anybody if he is out of energy. I took that pole to the wrong place. Forgive me. But it's fine, because both sides need poles. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to stick another one here. Chop that up. And grab all 4 of those. Boom. Grab 2 stone. Bop, bop. Alright, 4 logs and 4 planks. The logs are never fun, because those are just... they're big and slow. You can only carry one at a time, you move slowly, etc. It's just not a good time. And then 4 planks. I just love the pile of materials that builds up. Bam. What's that? Flooring required to operate? Does that mean it needs to be placed on flooring? Uh-oh. Fuck. I mean, I'm excited about the idea of, like, you know, making walls and stuff, don't get me wrong. But also, fuck. Should probably do this at some point, too. Okay, I guess we have to research flooring. easy. So I'm just gonna grab one of these, and I'm just gonna come over here, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of sand. I'll put that there. This there, and then he can continue huckin' lovin' there, no problem. Okay. So that's not quite done yet, son of a bitch. Excuse me. Okay, so now what? That's our next object, like, that's the next thing that we need done. So, that's a bit of a problem. How's our water doing, out of curiosity? Pretty slowly. Pretty slowly. Come to think of it. You don't understand? There we go. Oh no, we still need clay pots for that. I was gonna say we could automate a porridge station, but we still need clay first. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's the recharger. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because I don't have any other busy work to do while I wait for this research to be done. Is he within recharge range? Doesn't particularly matter if the recharger is inactive. He is in recharge range, good shit. Yeah, I don't necessarily have any other busy work to do while I wait for the research to get done. And it's not gonna take that long, it's 1,000. We just did 1,500 in, like, 30 minutes. It'd probably go faster even if I, were to help them put it in there. But I'm gonna pause the episode for a bit while the research finishes, is what I'm gonna do. Alright. It's been about, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe? This is almost done. There's basically 2 more deliveries. After this one, he'll have like 1 more round to go, and then that'll be finished. And then we can carry on. I was just sitting here thinking that with researching flooring, that's probably will allow me to make a dock like what I was just talking about. I don't know if I'm gonna want to make it out of sand though. I might want to wait until I can make like wood flooring, but just for aesthetic purposes. All right, this should be it. Bing. Sandy track crude flooring. Maybe the straw? I mean, it seems good to me. So I wonder if there's, like, a reason to do this. Aside from the fact that we need to for this particular structure. Like, does it improve livelihood or anything like that? That's kind of what I'm curious about. Okay, I wonder if the whole thing has to be, like, is it gonna have to cover the entrance and the exit as well, or can I just do the 2 under it? I mean, it's not that expensive. I'll probably create a big-ish patch of it, but like, here, maybe? This is fairly permanent, though. It's kind of like I'm not gonna want to move this later if I had to guess. So is this where I want to put it? I don't think it is. See, I don't know. Because I feel like we're going to have to expand this area sooner or later and move the bot construction out a little bit more to make room for more tool construction. So wherever I put this, again, it's going to be like fairly permanent. I'm probably not going to want to move it if I can help it. I don't think I knew that you could pick up multiple things like that. Let's put it down here. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright, 3 straw each. We're probably going to want to automate this. Because otherwise that might take a while. So, we're going to grab you. Your job is to come pick up 3 pieces of straw. Which I'm only going to pick up 1 at the moment. And then you're going to bring it over here. And you just stick it in there. Okay, and then, let me see. We want to add a repeat 3 times. And then we're going to want to add a repeat 3 times. And then just repeat the whole thing. Makes sense, right? Guess we can limit this. It doesn't, we don't particularly need to, but that should work. Wait, hold on. We want all of this in here in case he brings 3 back and then, like, 1 piece only needs 1. You know what I mean? So that he'll hopefully actually move on to the next piece. As a matter of fact, what I should actually do here is change this to repeat until hands are empty. And I wonder if they can construct floors underneath structures. Alright, now for research. I wish I could minimize this now that those are all done. Let's start with plant breeding. So we could make some carrots and coconuts. That sounds like a plan to me. Just 1 seed? 1 seed. Beauty. And hopefully this is like the right type of flooring? It doesn't say what type of flooring, it does show a certain type of flooring. Hopefully that's not terribly relevant. You know what? I'm gonna grab enough to finish that one on my own. I'm going to assume that you can just... It doesn't look like you can just dig them up. I'm sure you can rip them back out, but... Who knows what sort of tools I need to do that. Clay's looking beautiful already, so I'd love to see that. Also, never about to complain about a nice thunderstorm. You know what? I should probably just help him, because... why not? I'm not doing anything else. It's either that or help put WoW in research, I guess. But I think I'd rather do this. This is actually something I hadn't really considered until now, is that there aren't a lot of games that tick this box for me, but I played a couple of games where I like this mechanic of being able to configure things and then watch them build it, and that seems like something that I'd be able to get out of this game that I wasn't really appreciating until now. Maybe because I didn't know I was going to be building actual structures. But I think it could be fun to, like, set up a whole thing and just have them build the floors and the walls and just, like, watch it be constructed. I think that could be kind of neat. Success! Okay. We need 2 square frames and 2 panels. So I need... Okay, this is gonna take a minute. I'm not gonna automate this, because for things that don't require... that don't need indefinite repeating, I just don't really feel the need to. At the moment, I don't need, like, an absurd amount of any of these. As soon as it reaches a point where I'm like, man, I constantly need these, then that's when I'll do the automation. I mentioned before, I don't necessarily mind just doing something on my own if needed. In fact, there's almost a certain satisfaction at some point. I think our water guy is out of battery. And I think he's out of range. Yeah, he is. So I'm gonna go fix that really quick. There we go. Excuse me. I think a real interesting project will be creating a giant building here to house just all of this stuff. Oh god, we need square frames for these too. Okay, so we need 2 panels, so I need 2 more square frames. So I am already, like I said, as soon as I notice I'm gonna need it, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe I should just do this thing. I think I need to have fixing pegs automated, because it seems like we need a lot of those. The gears and the wheels have not come up super often, so I haven't bothered with those. Although I'm also kind of tempted to just slot them in here and then just automate them, and then whenever I need them, they'll be there. So let's detour for a moment. And I guess that's the thing, is I feel like... I feel like, sometimes just the act of figuring all of reconfiguring stuff like this is such a time commitment that it's almost like I probably could have just done it myself in that amount of time. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna move pegs here. Wheels there. And gears there, I guess. I don't know. And then that can just stay there, I guess. You just have to be in the way, don't you? Yeah, we'll just leave it there. It's fine. Okay, let's grab you. My bad. We're actually going to take you. And we'll set up the pegs first. So we'll just do it one at a time. That's fine. So you're just going to grab a pole. Stick it on there. And you're just going to repeat until that facility is full. And then repeat forever. Welcome to the tools team. Those aren't really tools, but whatever, it's fine. And then you screwed up, didn't you? You know what? I'll just fix it for you. It's fine. It's because I was moving it. It was my fault, so... I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And then you can go ahead and start on your next one. Okay. You. Cord. This is a plank. Grab a plank. You're gonna stick it in there. And repeat until this facility is full. Repeat forever. Welcome to Tools Team. And then you. That takes 2 planks. So you're gonna come grab 2 of these. Repeat until full. Repeat forever. And then welcome to the tools team. Okay, so those are all automated. Okay. So we need 2 more square frames. Oh, you're good. Grab you. Alright. Let's take a look around. Make sure everything is in working order. Ah, one of our rechargers is down. Everything else looks pretty good. This research is almost done already. We already got some more pegs. Take those, thank you. Grab some more poles. 4. Case in point, I just clicked on it while he was also, like, putting one in or taking one out, and it, like, ate the input. I gotta say, something that's really interesting about this game is I feel like city builders are very, if you want to call this a city builder, I would. City builders are very hit or miss for me. I really enjoy them, but the games themselves are very hit or miss. I'll either really enjoy them or I'll enjoy them for like 4 to 5 hours, and then I'll be like, nah, I'm over it. It'll usually hit a point where I'm like, Okay, I've seen enough. It's just kind of the same game now. This one manages to have a very satisfying gameplay loop, I think. 4 planks. To the point where this, like, isn't old yet. I'm kind of doing the same thing over and over again, but maybe it's just the fact that you can automate it that makes it that you're never doing anything for long enough before... You're never doing anything long enough for it to get exhausting, where you're like, man, I just don't want to do this anymore. The only thing I got close to that on was bot recharging, where I was like, man, this is just exhausting and tedious. And, you know, I just had to stop being an idiot, and then I fixed that problem. And now we just never have to do it again. Well, unless it's a bot that is one of our recharge bots, but you know what I mean. But even, like, building something like this, I'm like, there's an end game I'm working towards, I guess, is the thing. And not like not an end game in the gaming sense of the word, but an end game in, like, you know, the other sense of the word, where it's... I know that once I get this far enough, it'll be, like... Ah, now it's taken care of. I can move on. We have another recharger that's dead, so let's fix that really quick. Alright, so we have our crude clay station. And perhaps as expected, I'll put it right there. I like that. We of course need a kiln so that we can actually, like, you know, bake the clay. I think it's a little, well, I guess it makes sense. I was gonna say it's stupid that I have to tell it that you're making a clay pot, because, like, clearly I'm making the clay pot here, and then sticking it in. You shouldn't have to be told that that's a clay pot, but the gnomes can come out in different ways, I guess, so I guess it makes sense. Alright, now we can begin automating all of this. So first, we're going to need a bot bringing logs down. So I'm gonna grab you. You're gonna grab a log, and then you're gonna bring it down. And then there's the matter of, okay, how do I tell it to not do this constantly? I mean, on one hand, if we have multiple kilns eventually, which we may in the interest of automation, maybe it's not that big of a deal that they'll be doing it non-stop. For now, though, we just have the one. That will be handy for cooking, because then I can have one covering all of them. Did they finish that research already? Like, I wonder... No, because it's not gonna check. I don't think there's gonna be a way to tell it. I wonder what here does. I think we probably just want this to be forever, to be honest. I guess my concern there... Carrot crop, carrot seeds, coconut plant breeding station. I don't think I knew that I had... Oh, no. That was... Yeah, I had that. Billboard. Science commemorative slab. The tower's getting quite tall. My concern is he's gonna keep cramming logs in there even once it's completely full. And that's not necessarily what I want. We're gonna... Let's just start... No, we have a pottery station. We don't have a pottery team. I thought I did. Didn't I make a pottery team? I made a clay team. That can just be the same team. That's fine. We don't need to complicate it that much. It's a clay team. I mean, he's already... Like, he's got another log ready, but he's not bringing it down. So... Maybe they're already just smart enough to not be stupid, which is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever said. All right, we're not going to tackle the plant breeding station right now. We got our clay pot goal in front of us, so we're going to do that first. So, oh, you know what? Is this a problem? Do I want to fix this? What is... Oh, because of the billboard. Yeah, I should probably fix it. You're the recharger, right? Because he's automatically booting up those robots, which I don't know if I like. But on the other hand... Yeah, I'm just gonna let that fly, I think. That's fine. It just means I don't have to come up here and boot them myself, which is not the worst thing in the world. Alright, so your job is to make clay pots. You're just gonna grab 2 of these, and you're just gonna stick them on there, and then you're gonna spin a pot. Boom. And you are going to repeat that until this facility's full. I don't want you to go completely ham on that. Okay, so you can... Welcome to the clay team. Stop, please. It's loud. And then I'm gonna want another one for sticking the pots into the kiln. And then what are we going to do with them after that? That's the next question. I guess we're going to want to build storage for them and put them into storage. And then have them retrieved from storage by anyone that's cooking. I guess that's how we want to do this. What storage do I want from them? For them? Just crates? I guess. How would you store dishes? Probably in a crate. Not in a barrel. Certainly not in a silo. Certainly not on a pallet. Forgot for a second what it was called. Oh, that uses a lot of fuel at once. Okay. Do I want to tell him to just repeat that forever? I feel like that didn't take... I feel like it took longer for them to make the pot than it did to fire it. I think I'm just gonna say do that forever. Welcome to the clay team, which means we're gonna get a big ol' stack of pots here really quickly, but I don't think that's a problem. Alright, let's build some storage. Like, here, I guess. Just, like, right next to it. Putting it right next to it is probably not a problem within the context of the game, but, you know, probably a fire hazard otherwise. It bothers me a little bit that they're gonna have to take the pots from this side and then bring them around to this side, but what can you do? We're just gonna build these ourselves, I guess. We are an hour into this episode, so I should probably wrap it up here soon. I think once we get the pots in storage, that's when I'll stop. And then we'll worry about the actual, like, food part of it next time. We've already done a lot this episode, so... How are we doing? Are any of our rechargers dead? It looks like our recharger up here, it might in fact be dead. Just gonna fix you. We're also gonna fix you because I think you're in that. Nice. You love to see it. Ooh, I like that. Berets are cool, I think. That's a lot of bots already. Yeah, we gotta get that under control. Okay, so actually... I actually want you to do this until storage is full. That's not going to change anything right now, but in the long run it will. There is, in fact, a limit there. Now, realistically, that's a limit that's probably not going to be hit very often. If I had to guess, those pots are probably going to be taken out of there faster than they're being made. Boop. Okay. Yeah, you. Alright, I'm gonna do something a little trickier here. Got 3 of those. Actually, no, we're gonna repeat until your hands are empty. And then repeat the whole thing. And you guessed it, welcome to the clay team. Did he only pick up one of them? Can you only carry one at a time? No, you can carry multiple. What did I screw up? Maybe you do have to repeat the move to part as well? That doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense, but let's try that. That time he only picked up 2. Okay, that is not working. So we're going to, just gonna take that out. Just do it one at a time, that's fine. And then here, I'll give you a hand. Okay. I think we're good. Do we have any rechargers dead or anything like that? Anything that needs fixing? We do have a guy out here that needs recharging. Otherwise, we're looking good, I think. I don't know why this guy's dead. Is he out of that recharger's range? Would that be you? Ah, you are. I don't know if I can fix that. Nope, because it's already as wide as it goes. You hate to see it. What can you do, I guess? I mean, I probably should create some overlap with recharging. Because that way the bots are going to keep themselves recharged. Like, literally. Even the rechargers will be able to recharge each other. So that's probably something I should do at some point. But it also seems like something that might be a pain to account for. Alright, I don't know what we're gonna do next research-wise. I guess this is gonna be our next project in the next episode. Well, that or we're probably gonna do these first. We'll probably get those moving first. I feel like it might be a decent idea to move the colony down here. Like, over here, maybe. And the research station and everything, so that the food doesn't have to travel as far. Because inevitably, we're reaching a point where they have to move through the factory, more or less, which doesn't make a ton of sense. So that might be something that we're gonna wanna fix up at some point. What's going on with this researcher? Or this recharger? Did I accidentally turn him off? Who's the recharger in this station? Or in this section? Like, the guys that are out of energy aren't the rechargers. Oh, I didn't tell him to continue. I'm dumb. I could have sworn I did. Alright. I think... Yeah, I think moving the colony might be something we want to do soonish. Again, we'll probably move it just down here. Let's just go ahead and do it now, fuck it. Waterfront. And then we're also going to want to move WUV storage, which we're actually not currently using, but that's fine. Let's put that back here. With the research back here. Kind of nice and out of the way. And then this stuff can remain behind it. Alright, so all we really gotta do here now is we gotta go to the colony team. We want to move that to this. Repair guy. Just to that. For the most part, these do fix themselves. when they're told to target a specific facility, and that's kind of the problem here, is that they were targeting an area. But it's easy enough to move them, it's not a big deal. And I think this does free up some space in the long run. I think it'll be a smart thing to do. Okay, I think all of those are fixed now. The recharger for that section is gonna want to be fixed, though. This one. Yeah, like here. Let's stretch it further out that way. Uh-oh. He's out of battery. Alright, and then the one last thing I'm gonna want to do here, which I can do on my own, and in fact I'm going to do that off camera after we wrap up here. I want to collect all that WUV myself, and I'll probably put it in the storage. Everything looks smooth here. Okay, so, next time, I think we're going to finish up the new and improved kitchen. I think that's our next objective. And then after that, we'll start on plant breeding so that we can get carrots and coconuts and then add that to our repertoire. And who knows what after that. I am still having a great time. I hope you are as well. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps to let me know that I should continue making this content that I'm having a great time with. And keep an eye out for episodes in the future. There will definitely be more of this to come. Like I said, next time we'll tackle... I think all of these guys are out of recharge range. I should try to fix that. Yeah, next time we'll tackle kitchen upgrades, basically. Hold on, there's one last thing I want to do here. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch that out, and that will hopefully cover everything. Yes, nice. That is what I wanted. I should probably pick out more research to do. But I've been researching so many things that I feel like I maybe have too many things to do right now. So I don't want to unlock more stuff. You know what I mean? Like, not yet. Although we could get shelter technology and get them better shelters. That seems like something that's kind of straightforward. Clothing technology. More cooking technology. I feel like the log cabin makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and do that. That one's like not too complicated because it's not giving us like a whole new branch of stuff to do. I'm just gonna go grab a log really quick. Just gonna stick it in there, and then they can start collecting WUV. All that other WUV disappeared, so whoopsies, but that's okay. We're making enough of it rather quickly, so I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. Alright, there we go. Okay, got sidetracked, but that will be it for this episode. So, Once again, thank you for watching. I'm having a great time. I hope you are as well. Hit the like button, yada yada yada. Keep an eye out for a new episode. I will see you next time. Until then, take it easy.